Baby, it is hot over there. The battle continues. Yeah, the battle between Donald Trump, Marjorie Taylor Greene, America First, MAGA, Nick Fuentes, all of the other trolls. Baby, the war is raging. So I've been over there in those nasty, dirty, filthy, MAGA nut streets. And the divorce between Donald Trump and Marjorie Taylor Greene, it continues. Here are some additional posts that was made after I talked about the whole situation on yesterday. At 5:40 a.m. on November 15th, Donald Trump put this out. Lightweight Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Brown, green grass turns brown when it begins to rot. Okay, that's some stupid shit, but okay. Betrayed the entire Republican Party when she turned left, performed poorly on the pathetic View, and became the rhino that we all know she always was. Just another fake politician, no different than Rand Paul Jr., which is Thomas Massey, who got caught being a full-fledged Republican in name only. Rhino. Make America great again. Wasn't Donald Trump claiming to be America First at one point? Now, the one thing that I will say about Marjorie Taylor Greene is that she has, for a long time now, talked about America First, America Only. But let's be clear, when you hear that side talking about America First, America Only, they're talking about white Americans. But Marjorie Taylor Greene has been saying for a long time now that she is America First and America Only, right? They even created a whole subsection to MAGA called America First. It was her, it was Matt Gaetz, it was several other of the MAGA people who were saying that they were America First. Remember, her and Nick Fuentes at one point were like this. She spoke at something with Nick Fuentes or did something with Nick Fuentes, and she got a lot of pushback in regards to that. Now, eventually, they ended up splitting. Something happened. Marjorie Taylor Greene denounced Nick Fuentes, and they had a little tiff, a little back and forth at one point. And while Marjorie Taylor Greene has been standing 10 toes down with the America First subset of MAGA, Donald Trump hasn't. $40 billion to Argentina, right? Made some sort of deal to import Argentinian beef to lower the cost of beef in the United States. Argentinian beef that is known to have, what is it called? Hand-mouth disease, foot-mouth disease. Argentinian beef that isn't safe. And here recently, he wants to bring in 600,000 Chinese students. He wants to continue with the H-1B visa program. You know, everybody else who is padding Donald Trump's pocket can get a piece of America, but Americans can't. And so Marjorie Taylor Greene, like I said, she's been booked and busy. And so in all of her stops, where she's got interviews and she's talking and she's speaking out and things like that, not just against the Epstein, not in regards to the releasing of the Epstein files, but she's also been standing firm with America First, speaking out against it's not real. Oh, she's been speaking loudly against financially, providing funds financially or providing military equipment to It's Not Real to do what it is that they are doing to Gaza in general. And that is another reason why Laura Loomer is fuming, can't stand Marjorie Taylor Greene. Laura Loomer is Jewish. Laura Loomer is It's Not Real First, not America First. It's another reason why she can't stand Nick Fuentes, Laura Loomer is It's Not Real first and is not thinking about America first. And it makes me wonder what's going on behind the scenes. Because, you know, with all of the conversations that are happening in regards to the Epstein files and America first, It's Not Real first, there's connections between amongst it all, right? The conspiracy theory is Jeffrey Epstein was a Mossad agent for It's Not Real. And It's Not Real has a bunch of compromise on Donald Trump, which is why Donald Trump has been giving It's Not Real everything that they want. The reason why he bombed Iran, right? Because they have all of this information on him from his hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein days. Now, that's the rumor. None of us know how true that is. But now that I'm talking about it out loud, Dearborn, you worked against Kamala Harris to get Donald Trump in the office. Donald Trump is secretly working with It's Not Real. That explains why Bibi wanted Donald Trump in the White House so freaking bad. It's because Bibi has all of this information that he can use to control Donald Trump. Dearborn, Michigan, how do you like those apples? Anywho, back to the Civil War. So, yeah, they're still warring. After Donald Trump posted that on Truth Social, he came back with this. At 6:17 a.m., he came back and said, Marjorie Taylor Greene is a disgrace to our great Republican Party. Those are some strong words. Now, you know, of course, Marjorie Taylor Greene found out all about it, and this is what she came back with. It's a real long dissertation, but we gonna get through it. Let's go. Good morning. I want to thank everyone who texted and posted and commented support for me. You all are so kind, and I appreciate, love, and support you too. I never thought that fighting to release the Epstein files, defending women who were victims of rape, and fighting to expose the web of rich, powerful elites would have caused this, but here we are. And it truly speaks for itself. There needs to be a new way forward. There needs to be a new way forward? I vaguely remember a candidate by the name of Kamala Harris who was saying the exact same thing. Let's move forward. But y'all voted for the same. Marjorie goes on to say the toxic political industrial complex thrives on ripping us all apart, but never delivers anything good for the American people whom I love. Didn't Marjorie Taylor Greene advocate for a national divorce at one point? The PIC tells us to hate each other, fundraises off of why we have to hate each other, and pits Americans against each other to the point of violence and nearing civil war. This is all so wrong. We can have our own differences and differing opinions, but we can still love and respect one another. I distinctly remember several different photographs that Marjorie Taylor Greene has taken of herself with pew-pews. Didn't she auction off a pew-pew at one point? She was all in the midst of creating this violence in our country. She was a perpetrator of it. But now that she's up for re-election, now it's all of them that's the problem and not her. We have far more in common than we have apart. She goes on to say, I believe in the American people more than I believe in any leader or political party, and the American people deserve so much better than how they have been treated by both sides of the aisle. The way forward is America first, America only, and that may be the most dangerous pursuit of all. I believe that statement, America first, America only, and that is the most dangerous pursuit of all. I believe it's not real is the reason for that sentence. And you notice she said on both sides of the aisle. Yeah, she doesn't want to solely blame MAGA and the Democrats. She doesn't want to do that. She's going to pull the Democrats in on her bullshit. Remember what I said? America first, America only. That's white people. But wait, she made another post, another long dissertation. Let's get into it, shall we? Marjorie Taylor Greene tweets, I am now being contacted by private security firms with warnings for my safety as a hotbed of threats against me are being fueled and egged on by the most powerful man in the world. Why can't you say his name, Marjorie Taylor Greene? Donald Trump, say his name, the man I supported and helped get elected. Aggressive rhetoric attacking me has historically led to death threats and multiple convictions of men who were radicalized by the same type rhetoric being directed at me right now, this time by the President of the United States. As a woman, I take threats from men seriously. But Marjorie Taylor Greene had no problems with her supporters, these very same supporters, because her supporters was Donald Trump's supporters, right? She had no problems with her attacking AOC. She had no problems with her supporters attacking and sending death threats AOC's way. Ilhan Omar. She had no problem with her supporters threatening the lives of these women, all of the women of the squad, Democrats in general. She was a purveyor of the same nonsense that Donald Trump is doing. That's stochastic terrorism. She was a purveyor of it, right? And she had trolls. She had minions that will go out and do to other people what Donald Trump is now doing to her. But now she wants to portray herself as a victim. Marjorie Taylor Greene is no victim. This is called karma. Marjorie Taylor Greene goes on to say, I now have a small understanding of the fear and pressure the women who are victims of Jeffrey Epstein and his cabal must feel. As a Republican who overwhelmingly votes for President Trump's bills and agenda, his aggression against me, which also views the venomous nature of his radical internet trolls, many of whom are paid, this is completely shocking to everyone. Is it shocking to everyone? It's not shocking to everyone. It's not shocking to me. We know how Donald Trump rolls. We've watched how you've rolled, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yeah, eventually all of this was going to happen. Yeah, I just didn't think that you two would split up. I thought you would go down with the ship. But I guess your connection or your partnership with Steve Bannon enlightened you on a few things. Yeah. He enlightened you on a few things. And that led you down this path because, yeah, you're up for re-election. My phone is blowing up with constant, amazing support. I'm so thankful. The political industrial complex and the toxic, violent nature of American politics must end. Let me say it again. The reason why our politics are so fucked up right now is due to the contributions of Marjorie Taylor Greene. She ends this post with, our country is worth saving and it can only be done if we pull together and save ourselves. She talking to white people. She ain't talking to us. She ain't talking to us. I just want to make sure we're clear on that. But yeah, the top trending words over on Twitter is MAGA is dead and MAGA is over. And this is some of the stuff that I saw over underneath those hashtags. Baby, they are throwing away those MAGA hats and they are replacing them with America First. Is it time? The caption said, is it time? I think it is. They are even over there on TikTok, taking off their MAGA hats and replacing the MAGA hat with their America First hat. Do they know that the America First hat is blue? Blue as in Democrat?
All right, so this is a Trump 2020 hat. And if you're just going to be owned by the Jews and go against everybody that actually is America First
and cover for pedophiles,
then you can fuck off, Trump. You're losing people quick. What else do we got? We got some hoodies.
We're burning those in the big fire.
Oh, we're going to put those in the big fire?
Yeah, those are 2 polyester.
Got a Ultra MAGA shirt. We've got tons of flags. We got way more hats.
We don't have the flags anymore. I threw those away.
Oh, you threw the flags away already? Good. Oh yeah, there's some good kindling.
Yeah.
These are from the very first Trump rally we ever went to in 2017 when he came to Topeka, Kansas, and did a rally for Chris Kobach. Throw him in there. Piece of shit. Have a good life with all your Jew owners.
Some from 2020, some from 2016.
Fuck you.
You sure as fuck aren't making America proud right now. And for the record, we stand with MTG and Massey.
This is one of the big time MAGA supporters that I always come across her tweets over there on Twitter. And this is what she posted. People are posting this all over social media. What a sad end to something we all worked so hard for. I never thought it would end this way. You know, Nick Fuentes has been very popular over there on Twitter these days. And so this came across my scrolling over there on Twitter. So now Ben Shapiro, Randy Fine, and Lindsey Graham are considered MAGA, but Marjorie Taylor Greene, Tucker Carlson, and Thomas Massey are not. Your It's Not Real First quotations, MEGA, I guess that's Make It's Not Real Great Again movement is dead. The America First movement is the future.
This is now the dichotomy. You have MAGA on the one side, and what does this even stand for anymore? You got MAGA on one side. What does that even mean? Make America great for who? Make it great for Israel, Indian immigrants, Chinese students, illegal immigrant farm workers. Make America great again for them. Make Israel great. Make America great for the global empire, defense contractors, big pharma, Wall Street, Silicon Valley, Palantir. You got MAGA on the one side, and like I said, Randy Fine, Lindsey Graham, Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz. And then on the other side, you got America First. No ambiguity, no ifs, ands, or buts. What does that mean? America first, Americans first, America only. America first is our credo. Americanism, not globalism, is the credo. Tucker, Fuentes, Candace, Marjorie, Thomas Massey, Dan Bilzerian, Myron, Jake Shields, Lucas Gage, all the greats, all the usual suspects. That's the question. Aiden Ross, Sneeko. Yay. This is the dichotomy. What are you for? Are you with America First or are you with MAGA? I think after this month, after this year, 2025 is the year that MAGA died. This is the year that this hat is no longer controversial. The hat is not edgy. The hat is not provocative. It doesn't even mean anything. This hat is dead. This hat is dead. Now, metaphorically speaking. And this is the future. America first is the future. Explicit, unambiguous, direct, actually has denotative meaning. America first is the creed.
Remember what I said. America first means white America. And as expected, one of Donald Trump's biggest supporters, Cat Turd, is now calling for the DOJ to investigate Marjorie Taylor Greene, claiming she has made $22 million in 5 years while in Congress. And that needs to be investigated. See, she's made a nice, hefty sum of money, but they had no problem with it for as long as she was with the program. But now that she's calling for the Epstein files to be released, and she refuses to put It's Not Real first, now they want her investigated. Marge, I love this for you, girl.